Здравствуйте, друзья! Мы продолжаем серию наших фрукторианских интервью с фестиваля Woodstock Fruit Festival Hawaii 2015. Мы здесь на Гавайях, на острове Оаху. Сейчас апрель 2015 года. И у нас очередной гость. Это интервью, я напоминаю вам, подготовлено специально для еженедельника «Аргументы недели» и будет на моем канале YouTube, на сайте издания, и также его выдержки из него будут публиковаться в бумажной версии газеты. Мой теперешний гость – это Тим Шифф. Тим Шифф – это спортсмен, он занимается паркуром, трейсер из Англии. Если кто-то из вас как-то касался этого вида спорта, занимался им, то личность Тима наверняка вам известна. Он бывший чемпион мира по этой дисциплине. То есть это не просто какой-то любитель, преуспевший в этом, а это действительно профессионал мирового уровня. Он также возглавлял, только что Тим рассказал мне, команду American Ninja Warrior. Он возглавлял в этом шоу, он был капитаном команды Европа. Я сам это шоу не видел, не знаю, о чем речь, но те из вас, кто смотрел, кто знает такие боевые, какие-то приключенческие шоу, понимает, о чем идет речь. Ну, Тима я знаю уже пару лет, встречался с ним на фестивале в Нью-Йорке в 2013 году, где он радовал всех своими выступлениями и, так сказать, прыжками через костер в воду и с гор. Он больше расскажет, конечно, о своих спортивных результатах и своей карьере, о своем питании сейчас сам, когда я перейду на английский, а у вас пойдут субтитры. Но я лишь скажу, что это интервью, по моему мнению, будет наиболее интересно тем молодым людям, кто подумывает о здоровом питании, о веганской, о сыроедной, может быть, диете, но сомневается, что это сочетается правильным образом с каким-то атлетизмом, с спортом, с физической формой, с выносливостью. Вы можете сами видеть, как выглядит Тим, и то, каких результатов он достигает в спорте, он сейчас нам расскажет, и на каком питании это происходит, вы поймете. Я перехожу на английский, и у вас начинается титул. So Tim, I just briefly introduce you to Russian audience, a few words about you, and maybe we'll start from a few basic facts about your life. How old are you? Were you born? Were you living? What are you doing in your life?
Cool. To camera, to you?
Yeah, we can switching now.
Yeah. Hello viewers, I'm Tim Shieff. As he just introduced me in Russian, I understood the tiny little parts of it. I'm a free runner, I live in London, professional free runner. I'm 27 years old and got into vegan lifestyle about 3 years ago. I went to the Woodstock Fruit Festival twice, the last 2 times, and then this is my first time in Hawaii, the first time it's been on. And I recently got into running about 6 months ago, and that's all. I'm training for marathon. I'm doing my first marathon next weekend. And that's basically me right now. I'm into running, do a lot of rock climbing, and still do parkour.
And in terms of your diet, like to define you to a certain category, like what are you and what were you eating, what are you eating, what was the transitions?
Yeah, so I first discovered veganism through a Gary Yourofsky speech, and so I was new to it, and I ate a lot of like hummus and falafel and things. I still go back to that, and I hummus occasionally. I get like addicted to it a bit, but I never feel as good when I eat. It's quite high fat and oily. And as I grew through the vegan lifestyle, I had a friend who was raw vegan actually when I first went vegan, and occasionally he'd show me, he'd come around my house and he'd make like a watermelon and papaya smoothie, and I just would feel so alive, like for the next 3 hours. I was like, whoa, like this is such a powerful fruit, you know, the papaya, and just because I've never tried papaya before that. And so I knew from moments like them that raw veganism was certainly, or just fruitarianism was very powerful. But I was living in London, I was still new to the vegan lifestyle, I was just trying to stick to veganism. And he showed me a video of the Woodstock Fruit Festival, the first year I think it was. 11, or it may have been the one, there was a documentary anyway, like a 40-minute documentary. And then I forgot about it, I thought that looks cool, it's like this community of people, and then I forgot about it. And then maybe like a year later, I discovered 80-10-10 and was looking into that and discovered Fully Raw Christina, Durian Rider, and I started watching their videos, and then I realized these are the people that were in that Woodstock, and the combination, it came together for me, and I was like, these just seem like such a, I mean, the community's changed a bit now, but at the time it was such a really tight-knit community of happy people that are living in such a pioneering way. It's such a it kind of removes you from society a bit to live this way, because people definitely have their own judgments, and that's society's judgments. It's not individuals' judgments. It's just the way we've been raised and people live with those belief systems. They don't create their own belief systems. And I'm able to, you know, be open-minded, and my belief system I base it on reason and logic and new information. And when I learned all this stuff, it made sense to me, and my intelligence led me to pursue it, and everything in my intuition. You know, we're the only species that eats cooked food, and as far as I can tell, we're the least healthy species on the planet. I think there's certainly a connection between that. The biggest cause of fatigue on the planet is dehydration. We eat a diet that dehydrates us, and then we have to drink water to stay hydrated. I've been in Hawaii now for a week. I've barely drank a glass of water since I've been here because all the fruit I've been eating is so hydrating. Yeah, I've had coconut water from coconut water, but all the fruit and vegetables, and I've been pissing, you know, urinating more than ever, or as much as ever, and I've not been having to seek out water because I'm eating a diet that's hydrating. So you have dehydration, inflammation, which again this diet, you can't get inflamed on this diet as much. Especially when I got into running, the more raw I eat, the better I'm able to recover and keep going, and it keeps me lighter as well.
So you'll define yourself now as a vegan, a full vegan, with large amount of raw food.
High raw, vegan. I do raw till 4, or sometimes I call it raw till training. So if I've got training throughout the day, I'll wait until I finish my final session, and then I will eat cooked food, high carbs, rice, sweet potato. Because that way, when you're training, you don't want to be digesting cooked food. Like easy food to digest is raw food. I do yoga, eat some plums, some pears. You know, then I go for a run or do parkour, and then some rock climbing, and then when I run home, and then when I get home, then I might cook a nice salad and just some sweet potatoes. Try and keep it simple, and it works great. You know, when I'm able to stick with that frame of mind. But when I notice my diet, I start eating cooked, or I'll have oats or something like that in the day, and you get by, but you don't feel as vibrant as when you're able to be strong in this. And it's normally when you get a bit of stress and you've got a long day ahead, then you start to go for these foods that, it's not ideal, but at least vegan is the most important thing for me.
And you're also promoting the vegan lifestyle, healthy eating and or raw eating through your videos, and I saw that video you did with Jjamie Oliver, and his show was some vegan
FoodTube,
on FoodTube.
Hey FoodTube, I'm Tim Shieff.
Yeah, so Jjamie Oliver has a channel, FoodTube, and we became friends through a series of coincidences. And I was one of the first real authentic vegans he'd met that was an athlete that could portray it in a positive, healthy light. And I'm used to talking to cameras and things, so he got me to host. I don't come up with the recipes personally. I work with his team. I tell them what I like, and then we come up with the recipes together, and I just present them. But they're on YouTube we do them, and since I've known him for the past few years, he's got, I see a twinkle in his eye when you talk about veganism. There's something, he understands it, but he has an empire really built on, meat industry and all these other things. But as he's growing, and he has to do it at the right rate to stop promoting this lifestyle. He couldn't just suddenly switch.
You have to start with something,
Yeah.
That might be a start.
Yeah.
And how is your sport career going? It's what you've achieved? Just say a few words for people who don't know.
Yeah,
what you've achieved.
As I think you may have said, I've won freerunning World Championships once. I've won Red Bull Art of Motion, which is essentially a World Championships. I've won that as well. That was 2009, 2011, respectively. As you mentioned, Ninja Warrior. I was captain of Team Europe, which, if you're Russian representing, we beat the Americans and the Japanese on American Ninja Warrior, and with the least experience, just because I believe, especially coming from a parkour background, it makes you very adaptable. And all the Russians, I see the Russian parkour athletes there are incredible, and they're so confident and powerful. And I've got many friends from Russia and UK that train, and they just blow my mind with their confidence and in their ability, and the faith they have in the way they train is mind blowing. But yeah, so I did a Ninja Warrior, and I just did the UK Ninja Warrior. I can't say how I did on that yet because it's not aired on TV, but that went pretty well. And I'm enjoying obstacle courses right now because parkour has given me a great background, and since I fell in love with running a few months ago, I think the combination is obstacle course racing, so like Spartan Race, if you know them, and I want to do more of these, and maybe...
Where it goes through ice and mud and stuff.
Exactly, and then you're climbing over walls.
I think Duglasa Gрэma was doing that recently.
Did he really?
Training for that.
Yeah, cool. So that's where my training is kind of directing me towards. It's a perfect combination. I did my first one in the Bahamas. They flew me out to Miami and put me on a cruise, and it was like they flew all the top athletes out and top Spartan races, and I managed to come 12th and win some prize money in my first one. So I'm like, well, maybe I should do some more of this, and I enjoy it. I ended up doing the course 3 times that day because I did it once and I had good energy, and I went again. And the sunshine's so powerful. That's one thing I've learned, is that our nourishment and our nutrition doesn't just come from the food. That's one source, but it comes from our external, from the sunshine, from hearing the ocean, from hearing birds chirp, from seeing natural sights, from seeing trees and ocean and mountain ranges that seem random to a human because we work very logically and square. But just these things, they give us like a calming and a nourishing, and that helps us to heal and recover. That's one thing I've learned in this lifestyle, because I look into fasting and things like that as well, and I find it very fun. There's a Russian arm wrestling champion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he does bobsled as well, and he's a high rule vegan. He does fasting and everything, and you see the size of the guy. Our strength doesn't come from necessarily directly from the food we eat. That's just an aid, but it comes from us. It comes from within, and that's part of the journey was a spiritual journey as well, into understanding these kind of ideas.
Yeah, he just won last Olympic, or he also won the bobsled in Russian.
Yeah, he's so big.
Yeah, I've read plenty of interviews with him on Russian website in Russian name.
Yeah.
He was also a raw veganish type for some time, and he's vegan or vegetarian most of the time.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah, and he says he fasts once a week, and I think that's important.
It's great that people can be on that very light sort of diet and at the same time keep an athletic frame and be able to perform not only in endurance, like ultra marathons like my Ernstein is doing, but also in some power or explosive
like
power.
Patrick Bauer of mine, the German guy who's lifted the heaviest weight this vegan.
Great. So maybe you'll say a few words to Russian aspiring parkour or tracers, we call them, or those who are searching for a more healthy diet, be it vegan or vegetarian or the ultimate form, a raw vegan diet, low fat or vegan. Just maybe
be open-minded. Don't just realize where your beliefs come from, and if they stem from your parents or the people around you, often that's not your decision. You're not following your own system there. You create your own belief system from looking at all the information. Try and follow your emotions and feeling as well. When I see an animal being killed, I don't feel good about that, and so I don't support that. And the fact that I'm alive, you're alive, vegans are alive, you don't need to support that in order to live. And if you are against animal cruelty and you're eating meat or supporting that industry or dairy, you're supporting animal cruelty, and then you're not living in alignment with your beliefs, because if your belief is that you're against it, so it's time to try and live in alignment with your beliefs. I think it was Gandhi that said, when you say what you think and what you do are all in alignment, then you'll be happy. And this is a very important chapter for me, in the journey to finding true happiness, is living in alignment with what I truly feel inside. And if I don't want to look at someone hurting an animal, but I'm happily give them my money so they can kill it and I can still eat it and enjoy that, then I'm not living in alignment with my beliefs. So it's really growing into who I am, what do I feel about each things in everyday life, and living, the truth of that.
And looking at guys like Tim and their feats and their achievements in sports, don't be afraid that you will lose your muscle mass, that you will be unable to live athletic life and perform and achieve new heights.
I'm healthy.
That's possible. That's a living example in front of you.
Yeah, my joints, I had some joint problems, and it all cleared up from the anti-inflammation. I'm lighter, I'm stronger, I lost weight that I didn't need, and I have more energy than ever.
Cool. So thank you. Good.
No problem.
Thank you. Bye guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.